5. There's the blue light. They're racing now. Happy Sound out wide, no early speed, crossing back, and Metallica got away smartly. Summersby Warrior showing pace, leads Jill very quickly away, and Dane Bella Vesta is also showing pace at the judge the first time, but it's caught out very wide. Going through the centre is Winsome Luke into a handy spot on the turn out of the straight the first time. Flyaway Brigade through on the rail. From the terraces drifting back, she's worse than midfield early, followed by Paul's Son. And then came Cora Assist back second last. And the New South Wales tote favourite Happy Sound is at the tail of the field. Down the back the first time past the mile peg. Leach Jill is the leader. Shows out by a half length. Moving up on the outside, Dame Bella Vesta into second spot, and third is Summersby Warrior. A length to Winsome Luke on the outside, 1 by 1 as they work down the back, followed by Metallica saving ground on the inside. Right behind it is Flyaway Brigade, and then came From the Terrace. Fairway back to Paul's Son. Second last the event is Happy Sound, and last of all is Cora Says. Coming off the back, Bell lap at the judge this time. Movement in the station. Around the outside goes Dame Bella Vesta. And it's quickly moved up to take over from Leach Jill. They're about 3 lengths clear of Summersby Warrior. Followed further back on the inside by Metallica. They start to clap on the speed as they turn the corner to get the bell. A fair way back on the inside is Flyaway Brigade. From the terrace next on the outside. A length and a half further back to Paul's Son. A long way back to Happy Sound, and Chorus is at the tail. 1 circuit left to go as they race down for the bell, and Dame Bella Vesta is being tackled on the outside again by Leach Jill, and they're cutting at each other up front. They lead the way by a couple of lengths on Summersby Warrior, and then came Winsome Luke on the outside of Metallica, followed by From the Terrace, Flyaway Brigade. A fair way back to Paul's Son. Peeling to the outside now is Happy Sound, and right on its back is Cora Says. Down the back the last time at the 800 metre mark. Leaders have used up plenty of petrol. Dame Bella Vesta just in front of Leach Jill. Peeling to the outside, here's Winsome Duke. Happy Sound is out, 4 carts wide, chiming in, followed by Summersby Warrior back on the inside. Trying to make ground around them is From the Terrace, saving ground, Flyaway Brigade through on the inside, and Cora Says to the extreme outside is under extreme pressure. Inside the 400 now, Dame Bella Vesta forward on, just shows the way, but here's Happy Sound. Happy Sound has raced up very quickly on the outside to join it. They've burnt off the others, 2 lengths clear of Summersby Warrior. Winsome Luke From the Terrace, pull to the extreme outside, around the corner. They've got 250 to go, and Happy Sound has shot to the lead. Happy Sound kicked away about 2 in front. Down the outside, Summersby Warrior running on pretty well. And then down the extreme outside is Paul's Son. He's getting very tired, Happy Sound, but he'll hang on and score. Happy Sound by a half length on the line. Fast finishing Summersby Warrior got second, and Paul's Son was third. Then Flyaway Brigade, Dame Bella Vesta. From the Terrace was next with Winsome Luke, and then Cora Assist. Well back to Metallica, and Leach Jill last in.
Well, 10, 2 and 9 there, number 10.
7 to 4 on the tape. Ready to go. Racing, Mr. Fruit Fly missed it. Best out easily was Lisa Mist. Went straight to the lead from Miller Mile going to second. Mr. Fruit Fly third inside of it, El Kabir, and then came Carnaby Street. Further back, Ware Square Autumn lead. Imperial Storm is last. Down the back, Lisa Mist clear. Going to second was Miller Mile, and they're out by 4 or 5 lengths on the fence. El Kabir, Carnaby Street. Mr. Fruit Fly very wide and can't win on the bend. Lisa Mist the leader. Miller Mile going to Lisa Mist. Miller Mile on the outside goes to the front now, and Miller Mile's coming away. Miller Mile wins by 3 lengths to Lisa Mist. Carnaby Street third. Behind them, El Kabir, followed by Mr. Fruit Fly. Well back then, Ware Square, Imperial Storm, and Autumn Lee was last.
Right, 6, 3 and
30
9.
the journey, they're off. Zygo Rhythm on the inside began as well as anything. Going forward, Just Bowman trying to head it off. It's about 1.5 metres clear. The turn comes up. Zygo Rhythm's going to kick up and lead. Master Dior 4 wide round the first turn. Frosty Freedom is out 3 wide inside of it. Pancho Garari in the centre, and then back along the inside, Final Edition. They are followed further back in the field then by High Street Between Horses. 4 metres to Pacific Wonder. Happy Carome second last, and Take the Rap at the tail. Into the straight the first time. Zygo Rhythm is the leader. Master Dior works up on the outside to apply some pressure. Got about 1 metre clear, but Zygo Rhythm keeps kicking through. They're 8 metres in advance of Final Edition with the rails run. On its outside, Just Bowman again. We've gone hard early here. 44.9 the lead time. Pancho Garari nice and handy 5th on the outside. Now Happy Carome saving a lot of ground through along the rails, but it's about to run into a dead end. High Street next on the outside as they steady. Then 4 metres Pacific Wonder. Take the Rap also also goes to the inside and back to the tail. It's Frosty Freedom. Down the back they run. Pancho Garari takes off. Zygo Rhythm having a bit of a breather, but Pancho Garari moves up 3 deep. Master Dior kicks up in the centre. Final Edition behind the leader. Then Just Bowman on the outside, 4 metres to Happy Carome. Well, it's worked into the race nice and handy if it can get off the rails. On its outside then High Street, 4 or 5 metres to Pacific Wonder. Take the wrap the inside, and they've lost Frosty Freedom. It's dropped out 15 metres away into the straight this time to get the siren. First quarter in 32.1. Zygo Rhythm the leader. Master Dior's had a tough run. 3 wide. Pancho Garari stuck there. Final Editions enjoyed a lovely trail in behind them. Needs luck though. Just Bowman in the centre. Now Pacific Wonder's worked up onto the back of Pancho Garari. Happy Carome needs luck from the inside. High Street the centre. Then Take the Rap, Forget Frosty Freedom. Sped up to 31.1 for the second quarter. Zygo Rhythm a metre clear of Master Dior. 3 wide. Pancho Garari. No run yet for Final Edition. Just Bowman under pressure in the centre. 3 wide with a trail Pacific Wonder. Happy Carome can't get through yet, and then High Street and Take the Rap wide. Down the back, Master Dior got a metre clear of Zygo Rhythm. Pancho Garari moving up strongly out 3 wide. Final Edition looks for a split. Pacific Wonder will have to peel 4 wide. Happy Carome can't get out, and then Take the Rap right around the outside from High Street. Plenty of chances turning for home. 250 out, and Master Dior went to the lead. Pancho Garari trying hard to get on terms. Then Zygo Rhythm. Happy Carome works into the clear. Pacific Wonder and Take the Rap around the outside. Master Dior, Pancho Garari. Happy Carome's had the dream run. Take the Rap on the outside. Master Dior claimed by Happy Carome. And Happy Carome 2 metres on the line. Master Dior. Take the Rap gets up for third from Pancho Garari. Then Zygo Rhythm, High Street, Final Edition. Further back in the pack then to Pacific Wonder. Well back in the field then is Just Bowman and Frosty Freedom last to pull up.
Well, 12, 6 and 5, race 4 at Glade.
4 for 3, Pretty Rachel. 11 to 2 for number 4, Angel Spirit. Just about all in. Set to go now for race 7. So the greyhounds placed away Grove City. The green light switched on. Here comes the bunny. Semi number 4 of the Classic. They're racing, flying out Pretty Rachel. Love 2 lengths in front of Smart Liz. Third, the outside was Lady Glide Air, followed by Angel Spirit. Or checking there was Angel Spirit. Big Bad Sean got up underneath it. A length to Grove City, Bavarian Vixen, and one of the last ones was gold plated. Down the back, Pretty Rachel in front, tending to roll off. Now Smart Liz trying to work up underneath it. 2.5 lengths. Third was Lady Glide Air, and 3 further back to Big Bad Sean, followed by gold plated Grove City. Towards the rear of the field was Angel Spirit, last Bavarian Vixen in the straight, and Smart Liz moves up on the inside. Pretty Rachel fights on. Head and head they go to the line. It's very close. Photo finish. Smart Liz the inside. Pretty Rachel out wide. Third was Lady Glide Air, followed by Big Bad Sean from Grove City, Bavarian Vixen, Angel Spirit, who was one of the last ones in. Pretty Rachel ahead of those.
We'll update Moonee Valley.
Racing, Harbour Glow dropped out to second last. Flyboy is last, and Multi Strike has flown away. Heads off Astral Spirit early. Caveman gets up on the outside of it, followed by Saccone Twinkle Saint. Harbour Glow's second last and 12 metres away, Flyboy. He's back of the tail in for a stride or two. He was scouting 4 deep momentarily. As they settle down, the leader Multi-Strike by 6 metres to Astral Spirit. Caveman on the outside is third for the moment without cover. On its inside and fourth is Twinkle Saint, followed by Saccone. Harbour Glow is second last and pulling out now 3 wide. He's flushed out Saccone, who comes out in front of him though. And Flyboy is back of the tail some 12 to 15 metres away. Travelling down the straight towards the 1800. In front, Multi-Strike, almost 4 metres. Pulling out now is Harbour Glow, going around the outside off Saccone. Then Astral Spirit the rail. Third last is Twinkle Saint. Second last is Caveman. And Flyboy is some 10 metres away. Towards the 1600 metre turn out of the straight they race. In front is Multi-Strike by 2.5 metres. Harbour Glow travelled up into second, placing quite comfortably. Third a metre back is Astral Spirit, and fourth on the outside is Saccone. Then Twinkle Saint, Caveman, and Flyboy is some 10 metres away, about 20 metres off the lead. Lead time 58.9 at the lap and a half mark. Multi-Strike in front. At his wheel is Harbour Glow. Fourth is Saccone. The leader's back, Astral Spirit. Third last is Twinkle Saint. 2 metres away, Caveman. Second last and 3 back on the outside. And Fly Boy is about to tack up some 6 metres away. Approaching the turn towards the 1150 metres they race. In front from the outset has been Multi Strike. He's had a nice run. First quarter, 31.7. Harbour Glow into second placing within 3 metres of the leader. Fly Boy from last. He tacks up and pulls out now 3 wide, 1,000 out. Astral Spirits had a nice run behind the leader. Then Saccone on the rail and second last Twinkle Saint. Fly Boy is third last and out 3 wide, and Caveman is last and now pulling out on the back of Fly Boy. Out of the straight they race towards the 800 metres. They're starting to jam up. It's in front still Multi Strike. Over 3 metres to Harbour Glow, and the sprinters on. Astral Spirit the rail. Second quarter 30.8. Fly Boy is out 3 wide. In the centre Saccone. Second last Twinkle Saint, and last on the outside is Caveman. Towards the 450 metres they race still Multi Strike in front by 2 metres. 2 on the outside. Harbour Glow, Astral Spirit the rail, Saccone in the centre, Fly Boy out 3 wide, followed by Twinkle Saint and Caveman. 350 out on the turn. Third quarter in 28.2. It's Multi Strike still 2.5 metres in front of Harbour Glow. He's under some pressure but sticking on with Fly Boy. He's under the whip out 3 wide with the job, followed by Astral Spirit, Saccone, Caveman, Twinkle Saint at the 180. It's still Multi Strike over 3 metres in front. Harbour Glow trying very hard. Then Saccone followed by Fly Boy, but Multi Strike, he's had a very easy run in front and he is coming away. Multi Strike wins by 6 metres. Flashing home Twinkle Saint has grabbed second placing on the line from Harbour Glow. Close up Fly Boy, then Saccone, Caveman, and Astral Spirit has run last.
517, thank you.
Effectively. Set to go. Racing, and National Diggers actually won the start, charging over Sparkling Fox and Oak Ben Hands and getting through inside of them. Kinda Short and Nomadic Glass. Good race for the lead. Kinda Short rests away to lead and goes to the front from Nomadic Glass. The outside was Sparkling Fox, and then came Melita's Eagle and National Digger. A length behind those, River Eden. Razor Rights over on the inside, second last. And Oak Ben Hands is last. Kinda Short leads. Nomadic Glass second. Then Melita's Eagle, Sparkling Fox. National Diggers on the inside. Razor Rights trying to thread its way through, and then River Eden and Oak Ben Hands on the corner. National Digger has charged up 3 wide to go to the lead. Kicked away from Melita's Eagle and Kinda Short, and National Digger's going to win it. National Digger goes on to score second, Melita's Eagle. Kinda Short third, then Sparkling Fox. A break then in the field of River Eden, followed by Oak Ben Hands, Razor Right, and the last one home was Nomadic Glass.
Okay, well,
There's the Blue Light. They're racing on the inside. National Night commenced fairly well. Ballacura Rebel away quickly, and the Happy Dreamer went straight to the lead. Getting out smartly was Pale Face George, and coming across Smooth Laser quickly at the judge the first time. Out deep Thornton Lass trying to ease back to get a trail on the turn out of the straight. Followed further back then by Paradise Pete, and Ironstone Bow went straight back to the tail. Heading into the back straight the first time, and he immediately drops anchor on the Happy Dreamer. Leads down the back past the mile peg, about a half length on Pale Face George, and National Night third on the inside. One by one is Ballacura Rebel, followed by Smooth Laser, and then came Forest Dell. A length to Paradise Pete over on the inside of Inventory. Second last is Thornton Lass, and Ironstone Bow's last, but he's not happy with the tempo, and he's about to take off 3 wide around the outside. Heading on to the top corner at the 1300 metre mark, and a new leader, Paleface George, rolls over onto the fence to lead by a length. Running up second, Ballacura Rebel. Third now is the Happy Dreamer. Ironstone Bow going forward with Forest Dell, followed by National Night over on the inside, and then came Inventory. Smooth Lasers a fair way back. Second last is Thornton Lass coming around the corner, and Paradise Pete has dropped back to the tail of the field. Into the home stretch and down for the bell. A circuit out now, and Paleface George makes play to Ballacura Rebel, and Ironstone Bow striding up 3 wide. In the centre, Forest Dell, the Happy Dreamer tucked away on the fence. Thornton Lass going around them 3 carts wide as they pack right up with a lap to go. Paradise Pete pulls to the outside and is going around them as well. They were followed further back by Smooth Laser, who's dropped back to last, and Inventory is second last. After the bell, heading into the back now, 7.50 to run, and the leader is Paleface George, but about to be attacked left, right and centre. Ironstone Bow is zipping up on the outside, 3 wide to join them. Over on the fence, the Happy Dreamer looking for a way out, followed by Forest Dell. Then came Thornton Lass on the fence. Next is National Night. Inventory between runners. Paradise Pete's never been on the track, is still out 3 wide, and Smooth Laser drops out 2 lengths last. Going past the 400, Ballakira Rebel is shot to the lead. It took over now and kicked away from Ironstone Bow. Here's Forest Dell putting itself into the picture. Thornton Lass is still out 3 and 4 wider. The Happy Dreamer is trying to get into the clear. Not having much luck at the moment. They're about to fan though as they straighten up. Ballakira Rebel the leader from Forest Dell. Now he's out on the Happy Dreamer and winding up. The favourite is coming with a big run. The Happy Dreamer is swept up on the outside to go to the lead. 50 to run. Down the outside is Inventory with a late run, but the Happy Dreamer is far too good. Came away to win easily from Inventory, tight for third. Close up on the outside, Ironstone Bow and National Night fighting out third, and then Ballakira Rebel followed by Forest Dell. A fair way back, Thornton Lass. Then came Smooth Laser, Paradise Pete, and last in was Paleface George.
Well, 3, the Happy Dreamer over number 5, Inventory.
Was fold. Racing, Kimbolton Run came out of the gate well. Electrifying and Bon Hero began quickly, but they don't have as much toe as Kimbolton Run, who charges onto the aluminium and leads into the first bend. Electrifying second, Bon Hero third. Destiny Calls 3 deep, Els Manoeuvre 4 wide on the turn out of the straight. Then Caesar Blue on the outside of Sammy Bye Bye. Red Chip moves up 3 deep. 2 lengths to Virgo Burn in front of Paragon Pete, and General Grant a drop back to the rear. Kimbolton Run in front at the 1,700 metres mark and the tea trees, leading by a length and a half to Els Manoeuvre, who went to the death, went looking for the fence, but there wasn't room as Bon Hero slid up on the inside. Destiny Calls latched onto the back of Els Manoeuvre. Red Chip 3 wide going forward, and the driver of Els Manoeuvre heard Red Chip coming. He took a hold as Red Chip moves around the outside, and Els Manoeuvre's about to get cover behind Red Chip. 35.1 the lead time. Kimbolton Run in front through the middle of the circle by 2 to Bon Hero. Red Chip ahead away and now third without cover. Els Manoeuvre fourth, inclined to hang on the 1,200 metres bend. Sammy Bye Bye on the fence, and then Destiny Calls 3 back in the running lane. Paragon Pete on the rail from Electrifying Caesar Blue, Virgo Burn, and General Grant 2 lengths away as they work to the judge, the red lights and the bell. 31.2 first quarter of the mile. Kimbolton Run 2 in front of Bon Hero and 3/4 to Red Chip, cutting the breeze. Sammy Bye Bye fourth on the inside of Els Manoeuvre, then Paragon Pete midfield on the rail. A length to Destiny Calls, a length and a half to Electrifying from Caesar Blue. Virgo Burn and General Grant's hard driven at the tail of the field. They've left the 800 metres mark behind, and Els Manoeuvre called it a night a long way out. 32.1 second split. Kimbolton Run 2 in front of Bon Hero and 3/4 to Red Chip on the outside. Sammy Bye Bye on the fence with nowhere to go, then Paragon Pete. Virgo Burn 3 deep and starting to rush around Destiny Calls, then Electrifying, General Grant, Caesar Blue, and Els Manoeuvre dropped out to the rear. Kimbolton Run's allowed more leather, and at the 350 metres mark, Kimbolton Run bounded 3 in front. Bon Hero second, Red Chip third, then Paragon Pete and Virgo Burn on the outside, but Kimbolton Run's on his way home. 200 metres left to run, and he's 3 in front of Bon Hero, then Red Chip. Paragon Pete's on the outside. I'd like to have a ticket in my pocket with Kimbolton Run's name on it. Kimbolton Run's a mile in front of Bon Hero, then Red Chip, and Kimbolton Run bolts in. Kimbolton Run from Bon Hero and Red Chip. Destiny Calls ran fourth, then Paragon Pete, Sammy Bye Bye, Virgo Burn, followed by Electrifying Caesar Blue, General Grant and Els Manoeuvre last of all.
Radio.
Panthers superfecta the event, running up to the boxes. Ready and racing. Dwelling somewhat at the start was Adios Prince, and winning the break was Vedanti Lass. Moving up on the outside was Able Dreamer. Top Victory the fence, followed by Adios Prince settling fourth. 2 further back, Joe's Raider, followed by Just Melanie, What a Treat and Lilac Bouquet. Out of the straight, moving up around the outside as Able Dreamer gets a half length in front of Vedanti Lass second. Third, the inside was Top Victory, followed by Adios Prince. 2 further back, Just Melanie, followed by Joe's Raider. Second last, What a Treat, and last of all, Lilac Bouquet. Down the side is Able Dreamer, out by the best part of 4 lengths. On second, Top Victory. Third, Adios Prince, but into the straight. Able Dreamer in front. Top Victory closing with the post too close. Able Dreamer wins. Able Dreamer first, second, Top Victory. Third, Adios Prince, followed by Just Melanie. From behind those came What a Treat with Vedanti Lass and Lilac Bouquet, one of the last ones in.
6, 2 and 1, those placings. Thank you, Rodney.
Race 5, they're ready. Racing, and Jetta Jean in the centre had plenty of early speed. Will head across Roses in Paris going to the first turn. Veronica Vance easing, looking for a trail. Jazz McQueen 3 deep. Contender Zone poking up in the centre, keeps it 3 deep. Then Felatina beaten for early speed. Nellie Robbins out 3 wide. Further back then there's a bit of a jam up in the pack. Atomic Lace. Tomic trying to ease back. Well out of it was Banjo Miss and Popstream back to the tail. They really haven't gone that hard in the early part. Jetta Jean led. Immediately dropped anchor. It's a couple of metres to Jazz McQueen, and now Nellie Robbins out 3 wide. The favourite's going to work around. Driving up behind them, Roses in Paris, then Veronica Vance on the outside. 4 metres to Felatina, covering it Contender Zone. Then Atomic Lace, well back was Banjo Miss. Tomic on the inside and Popstream back to the tail. Yes, only 48.9 the lead time. Jetta Jean on top, and again tries to steady them. Led a couple of metres. Nellie Robbins sits up on the outside second. Behind them, Roses in Paris. I was wondering when something would come, and here comes Atomic Lace 3 wide. Jazz McQueen in the centre, then on the outside, Veronica Vance outside of stablemate Felatina, and they really clap on the pace up front as Atomic Lace tries to catch them napping. Then Contender Zone. Tomic the inside from Banjo Miss, and at the tail Popstream. Atomic Lace going right on with it, a lap and a half out, and she got 2 metres clear rather. Jetta Jean fights back on the inside though and holds her out. Nellie Robbins decided to ease out of that battle. Roses in Paris has enjoyed a very good run and now is off the rails onto the back of the favourite, and they steady the pace quickly again. Further back in the field then to Jazz McQueen. Felatina can get up on the inside. Veronica Vance goes 3 wide. Jazz McQueen goes with it, so Banjo's misses out 5 wide, and they quickly go to the leader. Tomic well back and Popstream in trouble at the tail. Contender Zone also back there. Well, gee, this has been a stop-start affair, but they're starting again. Jetta Jean joined by Nellie Robbins. 3 wide Banjo Miss. Now Veronica Vance has worked into it nicely in the centre. Second quarter was 31.4. In behind them, Atomic Lace. Roses in Paris on the back of Banjo Miss. From Felatina, Contender Zone and Jazz McQueen down the back, and Nellie Robbins went to the front. Banjo Miss trying to get on terms. He's given Veronica Vance every chance. She'll have to pull around them though. Then Roses in Paris, Atomic Lace. Jetta Jean drops off, and they're followed further back by Felatina halfway around the turn. Nellie Robbins almost joined by Banjo Miss. Still behind them, Veronica Vance. She mightn't be able to get them. He goes to the rails on her. Then Roses in Paris, Atomic Lace into the straight. Nellie Robbins led Banjo Miss. Veronica Vance needs a split behind them. Nellie Robbins in front. Banjo Miss trying hard. Veronica Vance can't get an inside run she's looking for. Nellie Robbins in front. Veronica Vance died late, but Nellie Robbins won 1.5 metres. Veronica Vance might have been a bit stiff. Then Banjo Miss clear of Atomic Lace. Roses in Paris, Felatina. Popstream didn't have much luck, but it beat home a few. Contenders own. Also Jazz McQueen. Jetta Jean got very tired, and Tomic last in.
11, 5 and 8, those numbers called.
To go. This is race 7 of the night. Racing and coming out fast on the outside. Whiplash Joe went to the lead from Akubra Court, who quickly goes to second. Gifted Girl, Apache 2 of the inside. Canadian Magic, River Colette, and then came Flat Broken Silver Houdini down the back, and Whiplash Joe leads the way. A length on Akubra Court on the inside of Apache Tour. Pushing up on the inside, Canadian Magic. Gifted Girl is very wide but improving, and then Silver Houdini in the straight. Whiplash Joe's the leader. Second Akubra Court. Gifted Girl down the outside, and goal, Gifted Girl or Akubra Court. Maybe Gifted Girl, although Akubra Court is pushed up and very, very close. Gifted Girl and Akubra Court. Third, Whiplash Joe, followed by Silver Houdini, Canadian Magic, Flat Broke, and Apache 2 is up ahead of those.
Good go. It's a photo all round there in Sydney. Dashing Chief is out of Moonee Valley. Brady at 12. Sevens Cons Poem, Random Height. at 8 to 1.
Hope Reign Supreme dipped for a stride, now hopped out of its gear and dropped out to last. Happy Thomas second last, and Mary's Glory, she's away quickly. Random Height in the centre is keeping her working though. Con's Poem easing for fourth. Around the outside is Sparklight. 8 metres away, Bo Brady. Lynn's Choice out 3 wide early, followed by Penny Brown, Happy Tom, and Hope Reign Supreme is some 15 metres away. Towards the 2,400 metres out of the straight. In front, Random Height by a metre. 2 on the outside, Mary's Glory attacking for the lead. 8 metres away, third is Con's Poem, as Mary's Glory now works around the outside and heads off Random Height. Sparklight settles 4 back on the rail. 1 off the fence is Penny Brown. Lynn's Choice can't get in. She's still posted deep as Con's Poem works 1 off the rail to sit up without cover. 8 metres away on the inside is Bo Brady. Third last is Happy Tom, and Hope Reign Supreme is 5 metres away. They've almost gone the first lap, and in front is Mary's Glory by 6 metres to Random Height. Ahead away on the outside is Lynn's Choice now getting in a bit closer as Happy Tom pulls out 3 wide, followed by Sparklight the rail, then Con's Poem, Penny Brown, Bo Brady, and Hope Reign Supreme is back at the tail. At the 1,800 metres they race, and Mary's Glory, she's in front by almost 3.5 metres. Happy Tom on the outside, travelled up into a clear second. 3 metres away, third the rail, Random Height. Fourth on the outside is Lynn's Choice, and fifth on the rail is Sparklight. Con's Poem works up to be 3 back on the outside. Third last on the rail and 4 back is Bo Brady. Penny Brown is second last, and Hope Reign Supreme is some 6 metres away. Out of the straight they race towards the 1,600. Lead time 1:32.8. It's Mary's Glory in front by 3.5 metres to Happy Tom at the leader's wheel. Random Height has a very good run the rail. Fourth on the outside is Lynn's Choice after working in the first circuit. 1 metre back on the rail, and fifth is Sparklight. 2 metres to Con's Poem. 4 metres away Penny Brown. Second last on the outside of Bo Brady, and Hope Reign Supreme is back at the tail. A lap and a quarter left to go in the VL Dullard Cup, and Mary's Glory from the outset, she's done it very well by 1.5 metres to Happy Tom. Random Height the rail, Lynn's Choice on the outside fourth, then Con's Poem. He's had a handy run, travelling 3 back on the outside of Sparklight, then Bo Brady, Penny Brown, and Hope Reign Supreme is still last. 1,000 to go. First quarter 31.5. It's Mary's Glory in control. Almost 2.5 metres to Happy Tom at the leader's wheel. Random Height the rail. Fourth on the outside. Lynn's Choice trailed up by Con's Poem. Locked away Sparklight. 4 back on the fence, and second last is Bo Brady on the inside of Penny Brown, and still last the fence is Hope Reign Supreme. That's the order out of the straight. They race towards the 650. Second quarter 31.7. It's Mary's Glory, still over 3 metres in front of Happy Tom, who's worked. 1 metre third, Random Height, followed by Lynn's Choice fourth, then Sparklight, Con's Poem, now easing to the outside. Third last, Bo Brady coming off the rail, followed by Hope Reign Supreme, and Penny Brown dropped out to last before the turn. On the top turn, 400 metres out, and Mary's Glory, she kicked away in front by 8 metres. Happy Tom looked gone. Lynn's Choice under pressure out 3 wide. Random Height gets out in plenty of time. Con's Poem now pulling out 4 wide. Well back on the race, Hope Reign Supreme, Sparklight, Bo Brady, and also back of the tail, Penny Brown. Third quarter 30.4, and it's all Mary's Glory at the 150. Oh, she's over 10 metres in front. Con's Poem out wide, getting into second placing. Boxing on is Lynn's Choice with Happy Tom from Random Height, but Mary's Glory bolts in. Mary's Glory wins the Dullard Cup by 8 metres. Con's Poem second, 4 metres away third, Lynn's Choice. Hope Reign Supreme ran home, close up Happy Tom, Random Height, then Penny Brown, Sparklight, and Bo Brady has run last.
Thank you.
Favourite, the Blue Runner Elusive Suspect. All set. Ready. They're racing. Centurious missed it a half length and winning the start. Elusive Suspect with Beautiful Life, and charging across from the outside was Quick Fortune, and getting a little bit wide there as they go down and out of the straight was Amerigo Squeeze. Elusive Suspect the leader into the back by 1.5 lengths. In second placing Beautiful Life. 4 lengths away then came Centurious, followed by Quick Fortune. Railing through was Classy Baron. A break in the field then to Cheeky Fox, and well back towards the tail was Ember Duke and Amerigo Squeeze. The leader was Elusive Suspect. Getting a little bit wide was Beautiful Life as they straighten up, and Elusive Suspect had kicked away. It's in front close to home, and Too Strong gets home by 2 lengths. Flushing home for second, Classy Baron. Ahead in front of, on the inside there was Centurious. Back in behind them then to finish came Cheeky Fox. The next one, Beautiful Life, who ran off on the home corner. And one of the last ones in was Ember Duke and Amerigo Squeeze.
451, thank you.
Another journey. Ready. There's the Blue Light. They're off and racing. It was a perfect start. There's one galloping out in the centre of the line, though. It looks like Black Destroyer's hopped out of its gear, and also No Liability is galloping in the early part of the race. Heading towards the first corner, quickly away was Son of a
Okay, we'll leave that there. I'm sorry about that, but they're just about to go at Albion Park now.
Light is on, racing, Crown the Victor, Aces Despair and Looneyfoot blew the charge out of the gate. Looneyfoot and Aces Despair will contest the lead. Stephen Ellie third, then No Trust, Sammy Batman and Crown the Victor trapped deep and easing. Fella's Dream goes up on the fence on the inside of Twa Flex from Vance Rain and Caesar's Son. It's Plastic Fantastic is second last and Chief Bandit dropped out to the tail of the field. Aces Despair working to the lead at the 1750. Crossed Looneyfoot, Stephen Ellie third, moving away from the aluminium. No Trust one deep on the outside of Fella's Dream and Sammy Batman three wide, now four wide as Stephen Ellie moved up on the outside. Caesar's Son midfield inside of Twa Flex, two to Vance Rain. A length to It's Plastic Fantastic, followed by Crown the Victor, and Chief Bandon whipped them in at the 1400 metres peg. 35.9 the lead time. Aces Despair showed the way, led by more than a length to Sammy Batman, who worked into the death. Looneyfoot a neck away behind the leader. Stephen Ellie fourth, one out, one back around Fella's Spring. A length to No Trust. Caesar's Son on the rail on the inside of Twa Flex. Then It's Plastic Fantastic and Vance Rain. Chief Bandon is second last and Crown the Victor on the outside ahead away as they roll past the 1100 metres mark. 32.4 the first split of the mile, and Aces Despair leads by a length to Sammy Batman without cover. Looneyfoot third behind the speed. Stephen Ellie fourth on the outside of Fella's Spring. Then one to No Trust. Caesar's Son midfield and awkwardly placed on the rail. A length to Twa Flex around It's Plastic Fantastic, followed by Vance Rain. Chief Brandon